So for our project, we have built a code tracer. Now, code tracer is a tool which simulates the step-by-step execution of any program. So, for example, a construction of data structures, how memory is being allotted for variables, and how functions are being called. So that all can be shown using our code tracer. So in our website right now, it supports C, Python, and Java. So what the user can do, he can write the code in Monaco editor, same as used in VS Code. And after the user clicks run, the code is sent for the to the backend for execution. And after the execution, the code is sent back in a JSON format. All these steps are shown by the front end in the JSON format. So how this helps the user? Now the user can see how the memory is being allotted and how data structures are being created for his program. So he can understand it better and is allowed easier debugging of the program.
Executing it safely and generating the trace of the execution. It was built using Fast API. When the front end sends the source code, the backend first identifies the programming language through the JSON file. Then depending on the language, it uses a different tracing method. For example, for C we are using the GCC to compile the code, and the tracing is done by GDB. For Java we are compiling the code using JavaC, and execution is done by the Java debugger. And for Python we are using a built-in debugger built tracing system which is called sys.setTrace, which is built in. But all these languages use different debugging tools, but all these are connected through the JSON format of the front end which is providing. Now because of this, the front end does not need separate logic for all C, Java and Python, so it displays the entire trace through the JSON format. Now we have multiple AI features like this explanation, the time complexity, and AI chatbot, which knows exactly at which line you are and it will explain everything. We are using Llama's 3.370 billion model, and for the model to understand the code, we are not sending the entire code to the model. Instead, we are breaking it down into smaller parts and then sending it to the AI, like the number of loops we are using, the number of variables we are using. Some important lines like calling the function and etc. are done by our backend, which is shrinking down and then sending it to the AI model to use at least amount of tokens. And to safely execute the code, we are also using Docker Sandbox, so that people cannot put any malicious files or any infinite loop programs. It will just simply cancel out the program if it runs more than 50 seconds. And so yeah, this is our project.